did not cook the traditional Thanksgiving meal for the year of 2025. I made a spaghetti goulash with whole kernel corn with cornbread instead. I will include all related videos, including all of my previous Thanksgiving turkey videos and recipes, below in the description box. Greetings from Jacksonville, Arkansas. Today is Thursday, November 27, 2025. It is 12:55 a.m. It's 5 minutes till 1 o'clock in the morning. It is Thanksgiving. You all, for the first time, I'm not cooking Thanksgiving this year. I can make Thanksgiving food, any time of the year, the dressing and stuffing with cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie, and the works. I've did previous videos on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I will include it in the description box. But you all, they had a shooting in Washington, D.C. I believe a couple of National Guardsmen was shot. I don't know all the details of that. And I just want to point out something that you all see. This is my Wi-Fi, my home internet box. And I had the scanner playing, and it just stopped playing. And so when I went to press play, it wouldn't play from the device. The box is red right here, and there's no internet. I'm going to check and see if I have any message from the internet company. I knew that the enemy was going to try something on a federal holiday. So if I'm not mistaken, everything is pretty much closed today on Thanksgiving Day. And then tomorrow, the Lord's will be Black Friday, where they open up early and supposed to have sales, but usually it's just a gimmick to get people out to buy. You might be able to find a Black Friday stuff online better than you would inside the store. But anyways, I am in Arkansas, and I just want to show you all that the internet is down, and it's about 1 o'clock in the morning here. And also, right here, it's showing that, you see those boxes there? It's only 3 of them are green, and all of them are supposed to be lit up. So it's only 3 lights, and they're all supposed to be lit. And also, you all, as you can see, it says not connected to the internet on the TV. And you know what that means? That means that my surveillance cameras are not going to be working either. So y'all, there's an entity that has dubbed my A16 phone, and it actually has wrongfully connected itself to my APD at Gmail account. And it has a phone that is identical to mine. And what it did was, and so I tried to log out of all of the devices on that Gmail account. I believe it has dubbed my account. I just heard an entity say don't. While I was typing, this entity erased my on letter that I was writing. It erased key information that I was typing regarding an entity, y'all. That thing had shapeshift. I don't want to say too much, but it is not a human being. It has characteristics of a human. It speaks Bangladeshi, Spanish, English, and God knows what else. And anyways, that thing shapeshifts into an animal, but that's a story for another day. I've already talked about that in a previous video, and I'll include that in the description box as well. The purpose of this video is to show you all that somebody's up to something here in the state of Arkansas, in the city of Jacksonville, that they made the internet go out. The weather is perfectly fine. It's sunshine today. It's dry. We did have soggy, wet weather at the beginning of the week, but it's dry. Everything is dry now. And so I knew that thing would attack around the holidays. And I hear an entity, Mama, and that's right. I have been voodooed, you all. So this angry entity, voice manipulating entity, is able to speak directly into my head, and I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But you all, the internet is out. My Wi-Fi, my home Wi-Fi is out, but I still should have my mobile data and stuff. So I'm going to look and see if I have a message from the company. And if it looked like I don't have one, then that means that a criminal has actually took it up on themselves to intercept my home Wi-Fi, my internet. I will turn on one of my phone's mobile data and turn on the hotspot. And I can connect the hotspot from the phone to the TV if necessary. And also, I believe in order to connect your mobile data to your mobile phone, you can use it as a hotspot, but I'm not sure. Some cameras may require you to have like high-speed Wi-Fi, but we'll see. I'm just feminist for the record that my internet is down. I just heard an entity murmur and stomp. It sounded different from the other one, but you all, I should be able to get live TV with my antenna. So let's take a look here. Let's see what I can pick up. And some of this live TV is with you also, it was asking me to agree to something like some terms, but I'm not even online, you all. But these are air channels like 4.1, and found my antenna down there. Here it is. What is it? The Clear TV. Can you see that? Anyways, anywho, these are air channels, and we should be showing, like, I'm trying to find information regarding the shooting in Washington, D.C.
Through an amazing one-day installation. See for yourself. $50,000 for only pennies a day. Find out by.
I believe that's Law and Order. This is air channel, not Wi-Fi, not cable. I'll have pulled up over here on my other mobile phone that has mobile data. I went to YouTube, and it's showing the headlines for the news is about National Guard and Donald Trump by Forbes magazine, and 2 National Guard members shot near White House. 500 additional National Guard members are being sent to Washington, D.C. So do anybody know? I don't even know who shot who. Oh, wow, look at that thumbnail. Okay, let me take a snippet of that. And then, because you can see them down. Wow, were they shot by their own? Or was this like, a random shooting? So let me click on that, you guys. Sorry about the shakiness of the video. Never mind, my finger has a smudge on. I was just using an ointment.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for watching. John Dickerson and Maurice Dubois are off tonight. I'm Jerika Duncan. On the eve of a national holiday, we begin with a national tragedy. 2 members of the West Virginia National Guard on crime-fighting duty in Washington, D.C. were shot and critically wounded today. They were ambushed just blocks away from the White House. CBS News captured the immediate aftermath of the shooting right there. A suspect was wounded and taken into custody and is now in the hospital. President Trump in Florida for Thanksgiving posted that the shooter will, quote, pay a very steep price. He's ordering 500 more National Guard troops into Washington, D.C. Homeland Security and Justice correspondent Nicole Skenga is following the very latest with this investigation. Nicole, good evening.
Good evening, Jerika. The shooting took place just 2 blocks north of the White House while the president was in Florida to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. This was a targeted attack. A horrific graphic seen in broad daylight in downtown Washington this afternoon. 2 National Guard members lying on the ground, shot in what officials describe as an ambush-style attack. Cell phone video shot from above show the moments just after the shooting happened, with first responders on the scene immediately.
A suspect came around the corner, raised his arm with a firearm, and discharged it at the National Guard members. The National Guard members, there were other members that were in the area. They were able to, after some back and forth, able to subdue the individual and bring him into custody.
Law enforcement sources say there were 10 to 15 shots fired. The suspect was shot 4 times and remains in critical condition. The 2 Guard members, also in critical condition, were part of the West Virginia National Guard, the governor said. Our prayers are with these brave service members, their families, and the entire Guard community. President Trump called the suspect an animal who will pay a steep price, and according to Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, called for 500 more National Guard members to be deployed inside the city.
That will only stiffen our resolve. We will never back down. We will secure our capital. We will secure our cities. In fact, this happened just steps away from the White House. It will not stand.
Over 2,100 National Guard members have been on duty in Washington since the president ordered the deployment in August.
Please send your prayers to those brave warriors who are in critical condition and their families. They are here serving our country. They are here protecting everyday Americans and citizens around the world in our nation's capital. They are the heroes of this day.
Tonight, law enforcement officials say they still don't have a motive for the shooting. The suspect can be seen here being loaded into an ambulance. And at this time, U.S. officials say there's no indication that any other suspects were involved. Jerika?
Yeah, still.
Okay, you all, I'm going to end the video. I don't know why I don't have internet. I hope that there's no weird entity out there. I just heard a sound. There's been some weird sounds that some unknown animal has been making after midnight. I just heard it, by the way, while the video was playing. And of course, my security cameras are not working without the internet. I'm going to be looking for security cameras that can run on batteries as well for extra security. Yeah, they had a shooting at the White House on Thanksgiving Eve. And with that note, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Without showing my internet name, I was just trying to show you guys. Here is the time, Thursday, November 27, 2025. It is 1:26 a.m. now. And y'all can see that the Wi-Fi box is still on red. This is an entity that's doing this. What I was trying to tell you all is that this thing removed my comments while I was typing. And there's something fishy going on with my United States Postal Service mail here in Jacksonville, Arkansas. The entity has been using my physical address instead of my mailbox for like stealing mail, rerouting it, sending, just doing all sorts of stuff, you guys. Something isn't right. I'm about to run out of record time on this other device, but the Wi-Fi box is still on red. With that note, I'm out, you guys. All the lights are not on. And this light is still on red. I have an entity that said crazy. But y'all, the enemy has been messing with my United States Postal Service mail, and the video must have cut off. I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. And by the way, Brightspeed claimed that they were updating the system at a later date. See you guys in the